It's been a while, chat. It's been a while, chat. Why are you meowing? Are you saying hello to the chat? Hello, chat. Say hello to the chat. Nobody's in here yet, but, maybe they'll hear you. Who knows? Maybe they'll hear you. Not going to stream for long. I just wanted to read this article, and I think there's a couple more articles. But really nothing's been going on. GameStop's been selling off. Actually, the whole market's been selling off. Sort of. Mostly crypto. Crypto's in the shitter right now. Which is, it sucks for people who are invested in crypto, but I think it's funny. Just because, everyone was so smart like a month ago. Everyone thought they were a professional crypto investor, and it's interesting. It's interesting. I think Pokemon's going down too. I haven't really been paying attention to Pokemon, but I just think it's funny. Like, GameStop's down, obviously, but GameStop hasn't broken new lows, really. You're still kind of in that trend. You've broke, like, if I pulled up a chart, I could show you how you broke the trend a little bit, but you're still somewhat holding the trend, even though I don't know, it's completely different. You're not hitting, like, brand new lows like you are on crypto. Well, altcoins, I should say. Bitcoin's kind of chilling. What's up, Varley? Why does this keep popping up? Stop it! Stop it! It won't stop popping up. What's up, bro? I've been good. I've been doing good. How you been, bro? Alright, so this is just an article basically talking about GameStop's valuation and a bunch of different fundamental calculations. So, we'll check it out. I haven't read it yet. I figured I'd read it on stream. I've skimmed through it, so I think it's decent, but we'll find out. Alright, so GameStop discounted cash flow analysis. The discounted cash flow model estimates a company's worth by projecting its future cash flows and discounting them back to today's value. This approach is especially useful for businesses whose cash flows can be reasonably forecasted and provides an intrinsic value based on fundamental performance rather than market sentiment. For GameStop, the latest reported free cash flow is $474.5 million. Analysts predict this figure will grow over the years, with cash flow expected to reach $1.36 billion by 2035. The projections show aggressive early growth, rising by 28.6% in 2026, and gradually slowing to about 4.1% annual growth by 2035. While analysts typically only offer guidance for the next 5 years, further numbers are extrapolated to give a fuller long-term view. See, I don't agree with that. I think it's going to be over $1 billion here in like 2 or 3 years, not 2035. In 2035, you're going to be sitting on that's like 10 years from now. Man, you're going to be sitting on like 30 billion of cash, most likely. Probably somewhere around there. In 10 years, maybe even more. But I would say minimum 30 billion. And interest rates will probably be 3%-ish, maybe 2.5, so you're going to be earning like 2% on your cash. So I guess that's not that good. 600 million a year on just cash, though, off 2%. And that's if interest rates stay low. Like, they might cut to 3% and then raise interest rates. So interest rates could be more around where they are now. Well, not really where they are now, but maybe like 1% lower than where they are now, which I guess is 2-point-something%. I don't know. But I guess assume interest rates go up and you're earning 3% on the cash. That's almost $1 billion just on cash. And 10 years from now, you'll probably be, I think 30 billion is a good estimate. That's probably about where you'll be 10 years from now. Maybe even more. It just depends what happens, I guess. But you should make $1 billion this year, and I think that will be free cash flow. And then who knows, maybe in the next like couple of years you might make a 2-3 billion year. Like nobody knows really. Nobody really knows. So I feel like that's kind of a low estimate, but anyway, based on these cash flow projections, the DCF analysis calculates GameStop's intrinsic value at 35.3 per share. This is approximately 37.4% higher than the current share price. GameStop appears undervalued at the moment. Yep. It's pretty, I mean... like, the stock going down sucks, but... GameStop's gonna make us so rich, bro. If you just, like... If you guys just... I don't know who's here right now, but if you guys stop focusing on this crypto trash and... I mean, Pokemon's debatable, but Pokemon and crypto are kind of in the same category. Tech, like, GameStop's gonna work out in the end. It's gonna work out in the end, I'm sure. You know, nothing's promised, but I got a funny feeling. Alright, so our discounted cash flow analysis suggests GameStop is undervalued by 37.4%, blah, blah, blah. Okay, story continues. GameStop's price versus earnings analysis. The price to earnings ratio is a widely used valuation tool, especially for profitable companies like GameStop. Whoa, profitable? That's crazy. It provides a quick snapshot of how much investors are willing to pay for each dollar of earnings, making it a useful metric for comparing companies within the same sector. Generally, higher PE ratios can be justified by stronger expected earnings growth and lower perceived risk, while lower PE ratios reflect slower growth prospects or higher risk. In GameStop's case, the stock is currently trading at a PE ratio of 27.3x. That is significantly higher than the specialty retail industry average of 16.6x, and its peer average 18.1x. Simply Wall Street's proprietary fair ratio goes a step further than basic comparisons. While industry and peer benchmarks are useful, the fair ratio bases its estimates on a more complete profile. It takes account GameStop's growth outlook, profitability, risk factors, market cap, and how business stacks up within the sector. This tailored approach offers a clearer sense of what a normal PE ratio should be for GameStop specifically. Comparing the fair ratio to the actual PE suggests whether the market is overpricing or underpricing the stock based on its unique characteristics. In GameStop's case, the fair ratio and actual PE are nearly aligned, so the stock appears reasonably valued according to this lens. That's fair. What's up, Mr. Beakers? Where'd I go? I've been around. I've been around, bro. Appreciate you stopping in. Been around. P ratios tell one story, but what if the real opportunity lies elsewhere? Upgrade your decision making. Choose your GameStop narrative. Earlier we mentioned that there's an even better way to understand valuation, so let us introduce you to narratives. A narrative is a simple and dynamic way to tell a story about a company by connecting your perspective to numbers, such as your estimate of GameStop's fair value or predictions for its future revenue, earnings, and margins. With narratives, you link the company's story to a financial forecast, and then to a fair value, helping you visualize how the viewpoint translates into actual numbers. This tool is designed to be accessible for everyone and is available right inside the community page. Narratives are easier to decide when to buy or sell by letting you compare your fair value estimate to current share price. And because they update automatically whether new information or news breaks, your view can stay fresh. Wait, are they just promoting something? It's kind of weird. What's up, Michael Casper? Hope you're doing good, bro. For example, some investors see GameStop as a crypto-fueled powerhouse with a fair value above 120. That's old analysis. While others regard it as highly speculative with a fair value closer to 12. That analyst got rid of their rating, so I don't think anyone... Well, I mean, it's actually, like, if they were to liquidate everything right now, The actual value is $12. But you have to think they would sell the business, which is profitable. So the actual, real value of GameStop shares is unknown. It's just if you're looking at their balance sheet, if they were to get rid of everything right now and get, it would be $12, but they're not really counting the business because the business would sell for a lot, I think. Potentially. And power packs, I just don't think that's accurate. That's what it is, but I don't think it's accurate. Well, good to hear, Michael. For GameStop, however, I'm going to make it really easy for the previews. All right, fair value 120. Currently, price is approximately 81% below fair value. Revenue growth is 0%. They grew revenue last quarter. What are they talking about? I remember why we don't read GameStop articles. GameStop boasts a strong financial position with $6.4 billion in cash. It's actually $8.7. Zero long-term debt and a strategic holding of over 4,700 Bitcoin. This provides flexibility and exposure to a potential upside of cryptocurrency. I think the Bitcoin's a shit investment, so I don't know. I would have rather had them just sit on the cash, personally. A committed retail investor community with 75 million shares, about 25% of float registered through DRS, supports share reliance and reduces short seller pressure. Yeah, and you have a lot of institutional buying. Tons of institutional buying. And insider buying is what I meant to say, but lots of institutional buying too. Cost-cutting, profitability improvements, and transformation into a crypto-invested, cash-rich business under Ryan Cohen indicate potential for long-term growth and resilience against market volatility. Yep. GameStop bear case, fair value $12. Current price is approximately 85% above this. Let's see. GameStop faces significant challenges transitioning from traditional retail, with revenues down 20% amid digital competition and ongoing industry changes. Revenue doesn't matter, I don't think. I think people focus too much on revenue. Plus, they grew their revenue last quarter. Yeah, I don't know. Experiments in crypto and digital integration, such as Bitcoin holdings and Zip BNPL, demonstrate adaptability but introduce additional risks and uncertainty due to their unpredictable nature. I can agree with that. Meme stock phenomena and market speculation rather than business fundamentals have influenced much of GameStop's recent share price movement. This creates potential risks for long-term investors, even as transformation efforts continue. I don't agree with that. I don't find GameStop risky, personally. I really don't find GameStop risky. And from my perspective, it's the least risky thing you could invest in. Really, the downside's protected. If the stock ever goes below $20, they could just buy back shares. They could buy back shares now. The lowest at the money offering was 23 something. So yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't think GameStop's risky. Obviously investing in stocks and whatever, it's risky. You don't know what's going to happen, but from my perspective, GameStop is not risky. It's not. It's really not. The price might go down and you might lose money in the short term, but if you're looking out as long as I am, I don't find this stock risky, bro. I really don't. Okay, well, that article wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be better. But there is a Seeking Alpha one, I think. Pretty sure. Most companies are trading at a much higher multiple than GameStop. Yeah. But we're not looking at other companies. I don't other companies or whatever. Ugh, what the hell? I think there's a lot of good other investments. It's just GameStop's interesting. Whether it's gonna work out or not, who knows? I think this is it. Yeah, I don't think I've read this yet. It's game on for GameStop. Upgrade. Oh yeah, I remember. I didn't read this, but I remember seeing this. Some analyst upgraded GameStop. Alright. GameStop Corp's the original meme stock. During the middle of the year, I initiated a sell rating, as I believe GameStop was priced for turnaround perfection. While there are indeed signs of improvement, the surge in valuation was a major deterrent in my view. Since that article, the stock has dropped around 20%, and so it seems my cautiousness was well justified. In today's analysis, we'll analyze their most recent results to look for more signs of a turnaround. Were you cautious, or I don't know. In the below analysis, clear signs of an inflection point are shown. Finally, the top line has shifted back to growth, and the company's operating efficiency is also encouraging. They did add a considerable amount of debt, likely for Bitcoin, and so investors should note that there may have been a shift in the risk profile. That said, the forward PS ratio is likely primed for expansion ahead due to strengthening fundamentals. As a result, I've decided to double upgrade GameStop to a buy rating despite mixed technicals. Why would technicals matter? I don't think technicals matter. And I can agree with this one. Adding considerable amount of debt for Bitcoin, investors should note there may have been a shift in risk profile. I can agree with that, but I don't think they're using the cash to buy Bitcoin. I think they're holding the cash for if GameStop stock ever crashes so they can buy back. I think they're trying to do very solid, I forget the word, but I think they know what they're doing. I don't think they're going to YOLO it all on Bitcoin. I think they would, I would rather them buy back shares than buy more. Like, if everything dropped, like if Bitcoin went to like 60, 80,000, stocks dropped, GameStop goes to like $15 or something, I would rather them buy back shares than buy shitty Bitcoin. Personally. And that's what I think would happen. I don't think they would do. I don't think they would buy like other stocks and stuff. I feel like they would buy back shares. I don't know, obviously, but that would be the smart thing to do. But at the same time, I want it to trade 21.55 again. I want to see what's going to happen. You also have a lot of support from retail at 21.55. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a chart of their net sales, but you see their revenue went up. Everyone was saying their revenue is not going up, but their revenue went up last quarter. What's up, Survive and Thrive? Been a while. Hope you're doing good. GameStop reported 2025 Q2 earnings on September 9th and won't report again until December. Company generated net sales of $972.2 million in the quarter, representing a growth rate of 21.78% year over year. This indicates demand and rebounding, and the turnaround for top line is progressing nicely. In above chart, you can see the net sales bounce back after a multi-year low in the previous quarter. Furthermore, the top line growth rate has soared back up into positive territory. Q2 marks only the second positive growth quarter in the past 3 years, and so it really is something to celebrate about. Judging from the growth rate, an inflection point for the business seems to be in. Lastly, GameStop crushed analyst expectations as they beat by $148.96 million. For a company that has less than $1 billion in sales, it's a massive beat that pleasantly surprised the market. Overall, I believe business activity is now headed in the right direction, and that is particularly nice to see considering the consumer confidence in the US isn't overly strong currently. Yeah, I agree. SG&A is lowest it's ever been. Look at those profit margins, though. That's fire. I'll move now. No work. Have to go reopen my eBay shop. Nice. Well, hopefully you find some work soon. For GameStop's margins, there are mixed signals, but as a whole, I would say that the positives significantly outweigh the negatives. As you can see above, gross margin actually contracted a bit year over year, and that could be an indication that consumers are shifting to cheaper goods. Therefore, while demand is robust, consumer behavior may have indeed been affected by low confidence. However, the great improvement in the company's operating efficiency translated into an operating income improvement from negative $22 million in the prior year period to $66.4 million in the year's Q2. That's a major jump, while net sales grew by a more than respectable 21.78%. SG&A expense actually dropped by 19.2% to $218 million. Management is clearly streamlining the business effectively, and that is significantly helping their profitability. In fact, the bottom line, they reported an adjusted EPS of 2.25, up 2,400% year over year. It's so crazy. While the growth rate is obviously inflated due to a low growth base, they were able to beat expectations by 10 cents. Like for net sales, that is not a small beat given the size of their earnings currently, and so again, there was considerable outperformance. Cash position and debt. In Q2, GameStop was able to generate $117.4 million in operating cash flows. That is quite a healthy amount and is a 71% jump from the year ago quarter. Cash generation is therefore strong, but the great year-over-year increase in cash is actually not from their operations. As of August 2nd, their cash and cash equivalents stood at $8.6944 billion, more than double the balance on August 3rd, 2024. I've actually been watching a lot of Warren Buffett lately. I don't know why. But just some interesting things. And just something that stands out is Berkshire, well, I don't know if they do it now, but Berkshire actually like hides a lot of their earnings. So in the recent years, Berkshire was actually making more money than what they were reporting. And I'm curious if GameStop's doing something similar. Financial shenanigans, you know? Am I still selling on Whatnot? I haven't been on Whatnot in forever, bro. It's just kind of like it's convenient for selling stuff, but it's kind of a pain. I'm not a big fan of Whatnot, actually. Like if I was able to get like a bunch of slabs or something cheap, you know, Whatnot would be the place to go, but yeah, I haven't I haven't been on there in forever. It was reported that GameStop received $4.15 billion from a convertible notes offering. Looking at their balance sheet, you can see that their long-term debt ballooned year over year to $4.1609 billion from just $12.4 million. Firstly, that is a major change in capital structure. It does provide the company with an ample amount of cash, but this major increase in debt adds a significant amount of risk. With both their operating and free cash flows now being positive, is the extra cash really needed? It may be related to their new Bitcoin ambitions. Nope. He also doesn't even mention that it's 0%. You know, there's a huge difference between debt and 0% debt. 0% debt is free money. Well, not free, but basically free. So yeah, they have debt, but and I hope they're wrong about Bitcoin. I hope the cash is for buybacks. But we'll see, I guess, right? I just personally, I don't think GameStop would ever do buybacks because Ryan Cohen will just buy shares with his personal money, and so will a lot of people. So like I don't even know if GameStop will ever do buybacks because they don't have to. You have retail that'll just buy shares. Like, you don't even have to do buybacks. I guess if the stock gets extremely low, you know, maybe I could see it, but I just don't see the stock breaking $20, so I just don't think you'll ever see buybacks. But never say never, I guess. Bitcoin stockpiling. Earlier this year, the company announced a partial change in strategy. Instead of being purely a business focused on selling games, it's transitioning into a company that holds a significant amount of Bitcoin. Back in late May, GameStop acquired 4,710 Bitcoin. Back then, their position was valued at $513 million. It was reported that their board of directors approved to add Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. At the end of their Q2, they reported that their holdings were valued at $528.6 million, and so it seems they have had a notable gain. Well, it's probably not going to be a gain this quarter, but we'll see. Now, they're seemingly following strategy's footsteps. Nope. As stated above, with cash flows being significantly positive, there's no good reason to add massive amounts of debt to boost cash levels. It can be inferred that they will use cash raised from the convertible notes to acquire more Bitcoin moving forward. With their legacy business showing good signs of bouncing back, time will tell whether this pivot into Bitcoin is a good idea or not. I don't think so. But I'm a crypto hater, so. Still a meme stock. GameStop may be less of a meme stock now than a few years ago, but investors should still expect to behave as a meme stock from sometime moving forward. Just yesterday morning, the stock soared pre-market as the White House reposted a GameStop statement on X regarding Halo coming to PlayStation for the first time ever. This supposedly ends the console wars. The White House's repost featured an animated picture of President Trump in a combat suit, saluting the U.S. flag, and reportedly resulted in a meme-fueled rally. The stock went up like $2. Oh, man. Therefore, investors should keep in mind that stocks may act in volatile and perhaps irrational ways that a normal stock won't. Yep, that's why it's great. Multiple expansion likely. Yeah, it's probably. But fundamentals have changed a lot since the last little pop. Although higher than level back in late 2023 and earlier 2024, current reading of 2.506 for the forward PS ratio is quite low for GameStop in terms of the past year or so. Potentially indicates opportunity. In today's analysis, it was shown that a real turnaround seems to be happening for the company. Sales have swung back to growth, and their operating efficiency has improved significantly. GameStop added debt to their balance sheet, likely to fund Bitcoin purchases. But following in the footsteps of strategy may not be a bad idea at this point. Wait, what? Can we take a look at strategy stock real quick? Oh, it's almost down 50%. I don't know if following strategy is a good idea. I don't know if following strategy is a good idea. The pain of GME drop, even though he acts like he's okay, he's just a roaring kitty wannabe. What a fucking loser. This fucking guy. If you think I care about losing money, you're an idiot. If you think I care about losing money, you're actually an idiot. I'm probably the only person here. I probably have lost more money than anyone here, and I don't give a singular fuck. Oh, shit. GameStop's gonna make me a millionaire, so if you think I care about losing a few $1,000s, you must be pretty stupid. GameStop's gonna make me a millionaire, so you must be an idiot. You gotta love stupid people. You know, just cause when you lose $1,000, you're crying. You know, you're over there being a little pussy, doing what you do, doesn't mean that I do. I could lose $100,000 and I wouldn't care, cause I'm not bitch made like you. I would laugh. If I lost $100,000, I would laugh. Because that means I'm going to be exponentially more rich than I think. If GameStop went down to $10, $12, that would be exciting. That would be exciting. I would cry. Well, then you must not believe in your investment. That's all I'll say about that. I believe in my investment, so if it went to $10, I would just buy more. I wouldn't give a fuck because it's going back at some point. Let's see. I got distracted. Man, get distracted by stupid people, bro. Here, let me give you some. I know they're the Bears. The Bears who think that I care about losing money, because like, why do you guys think like I'm anything like you? I'm literally nothing like any of you. Like, if you think I care about losing money, you're actually an idiot. Like, straight up. I'm not like you. We're not built the same, sorry to say. Like, that's crazy. That's actually a crazy thing to say. We aren't built the same, my friend. Like, how would I hide it? How would I hide it? Like, if I was like truly upset about the price going down, how would I hide it? Like, please explain. How would I hide it? Here, do you think I'm upset? Do you think I'm upset about the price going down? Just, do you think I'm upset about the price going down? Let's be real. Sorry to say, but we aren't built the same. We aren't built the same, buddy. That's funny. Oh, man. It used to show that I was down a bunch, but we've just been making money the whole past year. You know, it's funny. I don't even trade on this account. You know, this is the first account I started acquiring GameStop. You know, I traded a lot in the beginning, but I don't even trade on this account. It just goes up. Even when GameStop's down, it's still up. So yeah, you know, if you think I care, GameStop's crushing, so you must be an idiot. Now the other account, that's probably down a lot, but I can't look at that one, so. That's just the beginning right there. That's just the beginning right there. Oh, man. That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. Nah, GameStop's gonna make me a millionaire, buddy. So, sorry. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna be one rich motherfucker. And then I'm gonna fuck your mother. It might cost me a few dollars, but we'll get in there. Anyway, alright. I'm done. Sorry. I just think that's so funny, bro. Like, why do you... I don't know. I just think that's funny. I think it's funny that people think that I care. They obviously don't understand gambling. Anyway, overall it seems the fundamentals have hit an inflection point, and a true turnaround seems to be materializing. It is now clearer than ever that GameStop may actually stage a rebound. While that's the case, the forward PS sits at a quite low level when looking at July 2024 to the present period. Therefore, I would say that there's room for multiple expansions, and so buying at current levels may not be a bad idea. Technical analysis. Ugh, technical analysis? That shit's stupid. Do you think GMEU is good to do? Why would you buy that? Has nothing to do with GameStop. The point of investing in GameStop is to invest in GameStop the business. I don't give a fuck about GMEU. I don't give a fuck about the warrants. What is GME? What GMEU has no relevance to GameStop the business. So, no. Do you want to buy some stupid thing that just has GME in the name? Or do you actually want to buy GameStop the business? That's the actual question you're asking here. Do you buy something that has no value, no relevance, nothing? Or do you buy the actual business and own the actual business? I think that's a better question. What relevance does GMEU have? Explain. Why is I completely forgot that was even a thing. Why are you even thinking about GMEU? What's so special about GMEU? Enlighten me, please. Please enlighten me, because I invest in GameStop the business. I don't give a fuck about the number on the screen. The number going up and down on the screen means nothing. I guess double the profit? That's not how it works, but okay. For the long term, the 50-day SMA remains below the 200-day SMA after a death cross back in late July. However, the deviation between the SMAs is narrowing, and it seems the golden cross may not be too far away. This should give hope to the bulls. Golden cross? I don't know nothing about that. Technical analysis doesn't give me hope. Technical analysis is... If you were using technical analysis right now, you would be bearish on GameStop, actually. So, technical analysis is pretty dumb. As for the near term, the stock was rejected by the Bollinger Band's midline just on the previous trading as a sign that the bears remain in control. The RSI has also failed to break above 50, also showing that the balance of power is currently with the bears. That said, if you look at the MACD indicator, the histogram has been green for quite a while, and so downward momentum seems to be in retreat currently. In addition, a bullish crossover in the MACD looks to be imminent. Therefore, there may be some signs that the bulls are fighting for control in the near term. Overall, I would say the technical setup for GameStop stock is currently mixed. Exactly. GameStop may still have some meme stock attributes, but from my analysis today, I believe it is clear the company's fundamentals are really improving. As stated a little while ago, the top and bottom lines are looking quite good. While their move into Bitcoin may be a questionable one, it may also pay off moving forward. As stated above, the valuation is quite low relative to the past year, while the outlook hasn't looked this good in years. Therefore, I believe the stock is undervalued, and investors could benefit from multiple expansion. While the technicals are a bit mixed, I've decided to double upgrade GameStop to a buy, since the company is essentially saying game on. Okay. That was, okay. That was a decent article. I don't think we can read two. Yeah. Whack. Whack. What's that, Bazuzul? Fuck. My final thing to say, if Michael Solar's still here, the final thing I'll say is, double the profit? That's not what GameStop investing is about. Investing in GameStop is about investing in the business and watching the business grow and getting the value. Like, if you had GMEU, you wouldn't have got warrants. There you go. Like, there's your reason not to buy GMEU right there. You wouldn't have got any warrants. the warrants weren't really that valuable. Whether they'll be valuable in the future, we'll see. But you're not getting any value out of that. Like if GameStop ever does buybacks or anything, if they ever do anything, if they ever do another warrant dividend, like if they do anything to pay out shareholders, you're not getting that benefit from GMEU. Sure, you're getting the benefit of the price going up and down, but you're not getting the benefit of being a GameStop investor. What that benefit is, we'll see. I don't find the warrants very valuable personally. Maybe they will be in the future, we'll see, but like, you're just not getting anything. You're not getting anything being a shareholder in GMEU. You're not investing in a business. You're just investing in people who basically trade the stock. And I think trading is dumb. So, that's my perspective. I don't really like trading. I do it, but I'm not a big fan of it. But I want to, personally, I want to own GameStop the business. I don't care if GMEU doubles. Like if GameStop goes to 100 and GMEU doubles that, I don't know what price GMEU is. I haven't looked at it since it came out, I don't think. So GMEU would be trading at like 60, 70 and GameStop would be at 100. Like, I don't even care about that scenario. And also, like, look at GME. Dude, GMEU's at lows. It's at all-time lows. GameStop's not at all-time lows. Let's actually look at this chart, because you might not even get a double out of that. Is Power Packs going public? I'm not sure, but what's up, Choppy? Hope you're doing good, bro. Haven't been a while. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. But no, I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, look at that. GMEU's at lows. It's at the lowest price it's ever been, basically. June 12th was that big sell-off. You're not trading below that on GameStop, I don't think. No. You're at, yeah, that's weird. So yeah, I don't like that. GMEU doesn't correlate with GameStop. GMEU's trading the lowest it's ever been, and GameStop's not. It is 2x GameStop, so that's probably why, but yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't like that at all, but I want to be an investor in either way, chart aside. That's just another thing I don't like about it, but chart aside, you're not buying GameStop the business there. You're not being an owner of GameStop. You're just buying something that may or may not follow the price. Like, there's no guarantee that stock doubles. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Even the warrants, like, I don't really like the warrants either. I wouldn't buy warrants personally. Can you not look up the warrants on here? Do they not have warrants on here? I think it's GME Plus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to personally be an owner in GameStop, and I want to get every benefit from being an owner. Whether the price keeps going down, we'll see. I don't know. I didn't think it was going to go this low, so it is what it is. But if GameStop keeps dropping, that GMEU shit's going to zero. Literally. Like, if GameStop drops another 50%, which I don't see that happening, but if it does, GMEU is going to literally $1. Like, I just don't think that's a I don't find that very good. I'd rather have nice downside protection. All right. Where did you see that power pack thing? I thought it was already public. Can you take me to the moon? Yeah, I forgot. GameStop made their own. Bro, that's you know what's really sick is GameStop made their own game, bro. That's fucking sick. That's fucking sick. GameStop being a game developer, bro, even though it's not, you know, AAA games. That's awesome that GameStop's a game developer. It's Doge. The little character's Doge. That's funny. This even made me think about getting a mod retro, because you can fucking plug the mod retro straight into your computer and you can record the screen on the mod retro. I thought about getting one, but I just don't want to. I mean, you know, maybe we'll do it one day, but I don't really want to right now. Moose. What's up, Moose? Been a while, bro. Been a while. Hope you're doing good. I saw some hype video on their Instagram that said 11.6. Oh. I don't have Instagram. Did they not put it on Twitter? It's only on Instagram? I saw GameStop made a commercial and they didn't even put me in it. Not surprised, but is what it is. Is what it is. I don't have Twitter. I'll check, but yeah, I don't know. I never heard about anything like that. Thought I may have been on holiday. Nah, no holiday. I just needed a break from streaming. Yeah, they don't have anything on Twitter. So I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't have Instagram, so I don't know if I can look. I think we're talking about the same video. At the end, it says 11.6. Oh, gotcha. Maybe it's the same video. I saw that on Reddit, though. I don't really check Twitter, like, ever. Resets are good. I'm doing one right now from Booze. Sober November, best month to do it. Nice. I like that. I like that. I thought it was supposed to be Sober October, though. Isn't that it? I don't know. I like that, though. That's fire. I haven't... honestly, I've just been being a lazy piece of shit. I wish I could say I've been doing anything productive or doing anything, but I've literally done nothing, bro. I've literally done nothing. I've probably smoked more weed and played more video games in the past month than I've played in the past, like, few years. Well, at least video games. I've been the laziest piece of shit ever. Like, I'm so, like, disappointed in myself, honestly. But it is what it is. It is what it is. There's just nothing to do. Like, legit. I could go get a job or something, but I have no clue what I would even want to do. It's like, if I'm going to do anything, I might as well just fire up the stream. November works better for me. I do it every year. Oh, that's dope. That's cool that you can just like stop like that. Not a lot of people can. Sounds awesome though. I don't know, dude. I don't know. The feeling of unproductivity kind of sucks. Even though, you know, a lot of the time streaming seems like a waste of my time, at least I'm doing something, you know? At least I'm doing something that could potentially grow. I mean, we actually have more people in the stream than I had when I left last. It's kind of crazy, actually. This is the most people we've had in the stream in a while. It's kind of funny. It's normally sober October. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hard part's getting back in the gym mindset. I find get consistent again is a challenge. I always go to the gym. The gym's not a problem for me because like the gym's a lifestyle. Like I don't go to the gym because I have to or whatever. Like the gym is like a lifestyle for me. So it's not even really like something I think about. Like it's kind of automatic. For a lot of people, I feel like the gym's like a chore. But I've never felt that way. Well, I mean, when I was first getting in it, I would say it felt more like a chore, but now that I've been doing it a long time, it feels wrong not to go to the gym, honestly. At least to get the cardio. Like, I don't really care about lifting that much. Obviously, I should lift way more than I have been, especially lately, but, like, I don't really care about lifting that much. As long as I get my cardio, that's really all I care about. But I'll do that, you know, I can do that every day and, like, not even think about it. Gym's in my house, so lots of distractions. Yeah, you got to get to the actual gym. Sam Solik put it in a good way. He's like, your house is where you go to chill. So like, you know, having a gym in your house is cool, but being able to go to an actual gym and then go to your home and chill, it's just a lot better, I would say. Because your mindset at your house is to just chill. How many shares do I have? A lot. How many shares you got? A lot. How many warrants you got? A lot. How many options you got? None. Because options are stupid. Oh, dude. Speaking of options, I saw some fucking loser posted like $100,000 option YOLO on GameStop. And they got like thousands of views. They were all over Reddit and shit. The stock hasn't moved. It's actually only gone down since then. I think that shit's funny. I think that's funny, bro. I think that's funny. Anyone who YOLOs that much on options deserves to get clapped. Especially when you like try to act like you're smart doing it. You know, if you're just YOLOing on options and you're like, yep, I'm a degenerate, I'm doing this, you know, I'm cool with that. But if you're someone who's YOLOing on options and you're trying to justify why you're doing it, I mean, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You're an idiot. Oh, man. These people, bro, they don't want to invest, bro. They want to get rich tomorrow. But sorry, that's not going to happen. You might as well just fucking invest and become a multi-millionaire in the future instead of losing all your money now. I have 1,269 shares of GME, buying more. Nice. I don't even want to say how many I have. to be determined. I might buy more too, we'll see. At this point, it's just out of hand, honestly. Like, if you guys knew how many shares I had last time I said how many shares I had, just know it's out of hand. It's out of hand. I'm either gonna lose. I'm either gonna get absolutely fucked, or it's gonna be the greatest thing ever. What outcome? I can't tell you, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know the outcome, but something's happening. Things are happening. All right. Anything else? Is there any other things we need to check out? I can't remember. Obviously, I mean, I don't really care about... I haven't even been paying attention to earnings. Like, I don't even care. You got Qualcomm after hours, Yippee, Robinhood. I mean, you're still deep into earnings season. There's a lot of companies reporting, but I just haven't been paying attention. What's happening with GME? I don't know what you're asking. That's not really a question. It's a number, it's a stock, it's a number that goes up and down on a screen. If you think that's relevant, I don't really know how to... I don't know what you're asking, because the number going up and down on the screen means nothing. I'm baked, sorry, bruv. You're good. I just don't understand the mindset of people who only focus on the number on the screen, and I also don't know what you're asking. Like, you know, that's just a question someone who focuses on the number on the screen would ask. So, like, I don't really know what you're asking, because if you're asking what the number on the screen is doing, like, I don't fucking know, dude. And I also don't care. The number on the screen's irrelevant. So, like, I don't know what you're asking. Wow, mortgage applications are negative. Okay. How long? It's almost been an hour already. That makes sense. That makes sense. A lot of economic data, sort of. Communication services and energy leading the way today. Denny's got a insider buy. I used to think that stock was interesting. Where's it at now? What's the ticker? DENN? I used to think that stock was interesting. Wait, is that new all-time highs for McDonald's? I think that's new all-time highs. Oh, wow. It popped because of the insider buy. Oh, wait, they had earnings. Never mind. Yeah, Denny's has been a buy for a while. I'm pretty sure. You know, I don't know the trajectory or the outcome of that stock, but it's definitely interesting as far as fundamentals go. And you got an insider buy now, which is pretty cool. It might be, let's see, footnote 1. I don't know. It might be like a warrant thing or something. I'm not sure. Don't really want to look into it. I just wanted to see. Hey, look, it's me. Oots. Isn't it oots like... Why does that sound familiar? Oots. Isn't that like peanuts or something? Snacks of some sort? Yeah, packaged foods. Pretzels, snacks. Oh, maybe it's not. It's just a bunch of snacks. That's at all-time lows. Yeah, basically all-time lows. The hell? That could be an interesting stock. Where's the SEC filing? There we are. Oops. Ah. Yep, that's the problem. There's your problem. A lot of debt. A lot of debt. What was their last year? Eh, they made money last year, though. He's got a lot of debt. And it looked like they took on more debt. But kind of an interesting thing. Probably won't be on here much longer, so if you guys have anything that you want me to check out or anything, post it in the chat. So we're just going to skim through news real quick. Stranger Things comes out soon. That'll be exciting. Damn, Witcher Season 4 viewership is down 50%. Because they want the game. They don't want some TV series. Do I not have a water? That's an L. Lots of Stranger Thing news. Minecraft surprise drops a full-blown Dragon Ball Z fighting game with 1v1 and 5v5. That's kind of cool. Metroid Prime 4 trailer. Haven't been much news. I mean, there's been some news, but nothing crazy. Yep. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything to check out. Anything on Predator Badlands? I saw something. I can't remember. I don't know if it was a review or what. I thought I saw something, though. Where was it? I thought I saw something on it. Could have sworn I saw an article. Yeah, right here. I don't think this is a review or anything. I actually don't know what this is. I'll check it out in a second. Metroid Prime 4 trailer. Music. Didn't we already watch a Metroid trailer? This is a good game back on N64. Or GameCube? I think GameCube. Fire game. Samus. You get to whip the bike, dude? That wasn't a very exciting trailer. I'll see if there's any more Predator stuff. But I think it was just that one thing. Soldier boy, tell him. Soldier boy, tell him. I guess Soldier Boy's selling some pocket game thing that's already been sold before. He just like put his name on it. Kind of funny. Friday Night Lights creator is making the Call of Duty movie. I didn't know they were making a Call of Duty movie. Which Call of Duty is it? Soldier boy, tell him. Anything else here? What the fuck? Taco Bell launches Baja Blast Pie? That's disgusting. There's no way that's good. Japan reveals 130 billion plan to spread anime and games worldwide. Ooh, that could be a good read. Landlords are using AI to make rundown apartments look new. Producer reveals holy grail of the Predator movies, but fans aren't so sure. I saw Outdoor Boys is gonna upload 3 videos this month. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Anything else? I can't remember. YouTube Shorts makes more money than long form content. Kind of, but not really. Reddit co-founder teases buying Pizza Hut as chain's parent company explores sale. Interesting. Walmart does a 5-pack limit on Pokemon. Finally. Self-driving Waymo stops in the middle of traffic. What the hell? The bus is blocking it. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Oh, I lost my spot. Is there anything else? Kicks being banned for kids in its home country. Some AR artist signed a deal, which is kind of interesting. I don't think there's anything else. Pepsi changed their logo for the first time in 30 years. LA police shut down massive Project X party. Gaming company accuses Soldier Boy of rebranding and selling their handheld without permission. Gotta go, take care. Alright. Later, Michael. Sorry I didn't get to the Predator thing. I kind of got distracted. But probably not much on it anyway. But have a good day, bro. Appreciate you stopping in. YouTube gives subscribers $60 compensation after losing Disney channels. Esports org NIP is now mining almost 20 million in Bitcoin a month. Interesting. Okay, I guess yeah, I guess there's nothing. No, I think this is just talking about the movie anyway. I don't think there was really anything special here. I do want to read this real quick, but let me go through the rest of these. Metaplanet draws 100 million Bitcoin back loan to buy more Bitcoin. Oh, these people are psychos, dude. These people buying Bitcoin are psychos. Well, going into debt to buy Bitcoin, you know, maybe it works out for them. I don't know. It seems psychotic, though. Didn't Bitcoin hit an all-time high like a month ago, though? Pretty sure it did. Let's see. McDonald's sales rise. CEO expects low-income diners to spend less next year. Oh yeah, UPS cargo plane crash. That's pretty sad. Was it a Boeing? No, it's actually, oh, it is a Boeing. Son of a bitch. It's like an older plane. Okay. Bitcoin's going back up a little bit. A lot of the altcoins are in the shitter, though. Let's see. Any whales? Ooh, IMC Chicago. 775,000 calls, 147,000 puts, 273,000 shares. They already had positions, though. I saw there are a few more whales, and I went to like their 13F filings and stuff. Like we could do it with Chicago, IMC Chicago. You go to the SEC filing. Let's see what IMC-Chicago. So we go to this. It might have been the other one. I think yeah, there we go. Then you go into their filing here, and you click on this one. Yeah. And then we can Control F, GameStop. And as you can see, there's those GameStop positions. And what does it say? 273,000. It actually looks like they see. Whale Wisdom isn't accurate all the time, I don't think, because this says 585,000 right here. But let's see. I think that's their. Is that their total? That's only oh, that's their total shares. Okay, so they added 273,000. Now they're at 585. So this doesn't tell you how much they bought, just tells you how much they have. Okay. Would be more convenient if it was a brand new position, but you can check their cost basis easily. 585 856. Did I do that wrong? Yeah, I did that wrong. You got to do the 15 million first. 82152 divided by, where was it? I lost it. Oh, 585 856. So their average price is $27 per share. And I thought that was pretty interesting, because it goes to show that the big money isn't buying it at $20 or low 20s. If this is accurate, big money is actually buying at higher 20s. And that's how it was for the other whales. Like, I went into, there was one that had a brand new position. Oh wow, there's a lot of whales actually. I think it was Great Lake Advisors. Yeah, this is a brand new position. I went and calculated this. I mean, you can do it easily, but if you want to go into their actual 13F and get the actual number, whether you think this is accurate or not, most of the time this is accurate. But the only thing that's not accurate is it says estimated average price is like $24. Oh, I messed it up. Oh wait, that was right. But if you do this calculation into the calculator, it's not $24. It's actually $27. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Not really sure what's going on there. Kind of interesting. But yeah, so if that's accurate, a lot of these like large positions are being bought at high prices. And I would say that's positive. Whether it's accurate or not, I don't know. But if it is, I would say that's pretty positive. Anyway, all right, I'm going to read this real quick. And then if anyone has anything, put it in the chat, because I'm probably leaving after I read this, if nobody has anything to read about or talk about. But I appreciate you guys stopping in. It's been like a week or two since I've streamed. It was kind of cool seeing a decent amount of people in here for a while, and it's nice to have people in here at all. I wouldn't expect to have people in here at all, really. I really wouldn't. So thank you guys for being here. But anyway, Japan reveals a $130 billion plan to spread anime and games worldwide. Japan's gearing up for a major push to make anime and games even bigger worldwide, unveiling a strategy to supercharge exports and turn its pop culture output into a global economic engine. The government has set an ambitious target: expand Japan's entertainment market overseas to 20 trillion yen by 2033. The plan includes major support for anime studios, game developers, and creators looking to scale internationally, marking one of the most aggressive cultural investment strategies Japan has ever announced. As reported by Automation, the initiative focused on long-term funding, backing bold creative projects, and delivering support directly to studios rather than filtering it through a middleman. While competitors like South Korea rapidly growing their global entertainment footprint, Japan's aiming to boost cultural momentum on the world stage, and build the next wave of internationally dominant franchises. Alongside the funding and export drive, Japan has also pledged no interference in the content of creative works, telling creators they can take government backing without sacrificing creative control. The commitment arrives as censorship debates in gaming intensifies, from region-specific edits to global platforms and payment restrictions. In July 2025, Steam updated its rules to comply with banking network standards, leading to content removals, while platforms like itch.io also pulled thousands of titles excuse me, under similar pressure. Japan's message is clear: build worldwide audiences while preserving the style, tone, and creativity that made anime and Japanese games cultural forces in the first place. For fans and developers, it signals a future of larger productions, bolder exports, and fewer compromises, putting Japan at the forefront of entertainment industry. This momentum is already building at the box office as Demon Slayer Infinity Castle quickly became the highest grossing Japanese film ever after its global release. On September 12th, pulling in more than 660 million worldwide. Chainsaw Man is also surging after its debut, proving just how strong international demand for anime has become. Alright. Hopefully GameStop does something with that, maybe. I don't know. Thank you, Survive and Thrive. Well, if you guys don't have anything to talk about, that might be the end here. I don't know how I used to do 6-8 hour streams, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I don't know how I used to do it. That was a different time. Maybe we'll get back to it one day. Maybe something exciting will happen, but as of right now, there's just nothing going on. Like, straight up. There's really not. GameStop's not exciting. The news isn't exciting. I mean, GameStop's kind of exciting. GameStop being back down in the lower 20s. It's a little exciting. Is it going to break 20? Who knows? I don't know. But, once something happens and we actually have things to talk about, or, more people are typing in the chat, whatever it may be, I don't know. There's got to be, something's got to give, that's all I'm going to say. If we're going to get back to 6-8 hour streams, something's got to give. But either way, I appreciate you guys stopping in. Appreciate you guys supporting the stream. Even, like I said, I haven't streamed for like a week or two, so the fact anyone came in at all is a blessing, and I appreciate you. And I'm not trying to take streaming for granted. I want to keep streaming, but it's just not the time right now, It's really not. It's really not. But either way, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. God bless you. And maybe I'll stream for another hour tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I'll just get back on the stream grind, stream for an hour or two a day. Maybe that'll be the move. But we'll see. We'll see. No promises. Either way, I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless. Peace out, Survive and Thrive. I appreciate you supporting, bro. I don't know who else is here, but thank you for supporting. And I'll see you guys soon. God bless ya. Peace.